What's up guys, I'm Akila. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we're doing another, I'm gonna say segment because it's turning into a series of full face of, and when I say that, my last video was full face of Milk makeup. In today's video we're doing a full face of Fenty Beauty. I've done a couple Fenty reviews here and there, but this time we're gonna try to do the whole face. So if you would like to see what I picked up and how these products perform on me, please keep on watching. Okay, so I don't think Fenty needs any introduction. From the day it launched in 2017, it's been taking the beauty industry by storm. Like, it's at the point that you can't even bash Fenty Beauty online without getting bashed yourself. With that being said, I'm still gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Like, for me, Fenty Beauty's been hit or miss. I haven't found my Fenty Match and foundation. With that being said, let's just go ahead and get into the video. I did pick up some of the newer releases, so I can't wait to see what those are like. One thing that I don't own from Fenty is a primer. I don't know, I just never felt the need to buy a primer from Fenty because I have so many. For primer, I'm just going to use the On Fenty Putty primer, and I feel like this is like a great universal primer for like almost any skin type. Okay, now we could go ahead and do the foundation. I feel like we all know what the foundation looks like, but if you don't, here it is. It's in a tube but with a pump. I have it in the shade 385. If you've been around long enough, you know I already reviewed this foundation. I did like it, but the shade just wasn't right for me. Fenty's range, at least in the tan deep section, the shades don't go in order from like light to dark. I was matched to 370, but 370 is orange on me and I really didn't like it. I have it in the matte foundation. I hate it, and it might not be the foundation for the reason why I hate it so much. It could just be the color. But yeah, I know people who are just a tiny bit darker than me and they're 350, so I just really don't know where to go when it comes to like matching myself with that foundation, because every time I go I get a different match. But when I did try 385, the thing that I liked the most about it was the undertone. It's more of like a golden olive undertone, and that's what I need. That orange stuff, I can't. We're gonna use a brush. Well, we're gonna start off with a brush, and then if I need to, I'll blend it in with a sponge. It's actually looking pretty good right now. Maybe when I reviewed this foundation I was a little bit lighter, because this looks good. Okay, so this is one side done, and this is what the coverage is looking like. It's a very nice amount of coverage, and it is a little dewy. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I like my face and my chest to look somewhat even. My chest is just a tiny bit brighter, but with concealer and everything, this will be perfect. As of right now, I think I'm going to keep this, and I think I'm fine with one layer of foundation. I don't really need another layer. I think this looks good. I'm kind of excited to be trying some of these products again, because I kind of wrote them off after I tried it and didn't like it the first time. I also have the concealer, of course, and this is in the shade 360. I did like the concealer, but it just wasn't my favorite at the time because I struggle with like creasy under eyes, and this concealer was creasing on me. So we're gonna see how it performs today. Like, my makeup skills are a lot better now than when I reviewed this concealer, so I'm sure I'll be able to finesse it and get it to work for me. This concealer is supposed to be like medium to full concealer, and I really love the applicator. I've been getting used to the fat doe foot, but I love how flat it is. It just gets into all the crevices. I really like it. And I like this color too. This is looking really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's looking so good. Like, the first time I tried out the foundation, the thing I liked about it the most was the fact that it was more luminous and on the dewy side. And it's just looking so pretty right now on my skin. I'm gonna start with this eye because this eye just looks a little more wet than this one does. I am using a Juno sponge to blend this out. This is just my go-to sponge. It doesn't pick up as much product as like the typical beauty sponge. If you would like to try it, if you haven't tried it yet, like, you're missing out, sis. So I have a discount code JADORDREW. I'll link it on the screen and in the description if you guys would like to try it and get a few dollars off your purchase. That looks good. So good. Like, Fenty, like, I've been doing you so wrong. Well, let me not talk too soon. If you see my recent videos, you know that I picked up the matchsticks. I've made sure to pick up like a trio, a highlighter, contour, and a kind of like a concealer shade. So for contour, I have Truffle. I don't really contour my jaw anymore because, I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I hate when I turn my face and you just see these strong ass lines on my face. So I just go around my chin and down my nose. I'm using the NYX powder brush for this, and I'm just flicking it upwards because I don't want to drag it down into this area right here. The concealer is creasing, but I'm gonna fix that when I right before I set it. And then for my nose, I just take like this domed concealer brush from Morphe. It's a Morphe R33 brush, and I just buff in that contour shade and drag it down. And I kind of like bring it into my eyebrows. Don't worry about my brows, they're not in their final form. I don't really complete my brows until like the final step. To just like neaten up this contour, I'm gonna use Truffle. What I like about this shade, not Truffle, Latte. What I like about this shade is that it's not really bright, so it's not going to give me that harsh carve. Like, it's not going to do that to me. And then I'm going back in with my foundation brush to like blend out that line. Okay, now we're going to use the setting powder. Me and this setting powder do not have a good relationship. Back when I bought this setting powder, like, it was really struggle bus for me when it came to under my eyes. I was trying to figure out like what was the best products to use to set under my eyes, and at that time this setting powder gave me so much problems because I would need a strong powder to set under my eyes and to lock that powder in and stop it from creasing. And even though this powder did that, it dried my under eyes out so badly. And then on top of that, I feel like Fenty needs to add another shade between banana and honey. Like, I tried 3 of the shades. Like, banana is just a tad bit too light, honey is a tad bit too yellow, and then there's another one, hazelnut or something like that. I know Mako Shelly uses that one, so I bought that one, and that one turns pink when I set my concealer. Yeah, let's just see how this turns out. If anything, I might have to mix banana and honey together. I think it is already mixed inside, so this is what it's looking like. Let me go ahead and blend out these creases before I set. So I'm using my sponge again. The trick I've learned since then is to tap off the excess powder. I wasn't doing that and it was looking hella splotchy and cakey on me, so let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, just get a nice even layer of powder. I think this might work out for me today. Okay, like I feel like I'm turning into a believer. Like I never hated Fenty, I just, some of the products just didn't work for me, but today I think I'm gonna get the face I've always wanted. Let's go ahead and set. And if you haven't tried Fenty before, the products are scented, even the powder, the foundation, the concealer might not be scented, but yeah, if you have a problem with scented products, Fenty might not be the one for you. It isn't a strong scent like some brands I know they have rose scented foundation. That's not really the problem. It's like a light almond, I don't know, it just smells really good, but it's not strong. I'm gonna use honey. Like this is what honey looks like. It's super pretty. It's a very pretty shade, and I'm gonna use that down here. I don't want to use banana because I feel like banana is just a tad bit too strong for under there. Go a little bit under. Yeah, that's a better color for me. Oh my god, the whole premise of today's video was to use the new products and I didn't even use the new cream contour, and I just set my face. I've seen people say that you could do it either or, you could still use it on top of your powdered face, but that's not really ideal, at least not in my head. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off the powder and then try to use the new products. That's not looking bad. Still creasing. Okay, so I'm gonna let that settle a little bit and just take off the rest of the powder. Like I still don't have powder in the area where I want to use the contour, so hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a hot fucking mess. Like I'm gonna use like this luminous setting spray to even out this setting powder so I could try to go in with the cream products. And then I'm just gonna pounce it in. Okay, it's looking pretty good. It's my eyes still crease. Okay, so we have the Cheek Out bronzer in chocolate. I initially wanted Teddy, but I was looking at other girls who are like my skin tone and they use chocolate. When I first bought the regular powder bronzer, I got it in Caramel Cutie, and Caramel Cutie wasn't dark enough for me, so I was just like, since Caramel Cutie and Teddy look so close to each other, I should just try chocolate. I didn't pick up any of the brushes, so I'm just gonna use like this dense concealer brush from Crown. It was really hard for me to not watch reviews since my products were taking so long to come from Sephora, so I kind of seen how it was performing for other people. And from what I saw, people were saying that this shade wasn't giving them bronzer, it was giving them more sort of contour, and I totally see that. It's a very cool tone, dark shade. And ideally, I wouldn't use a shade like this to bronze. I mean, it's just like way too cool. Like I need warmth for bronzer. My under eyes look a hot mess. Look. How much powder do I need? Okay, so I'm gonna use my foundation brush to blend it out. But here's what it's looking like so far. It doesn't look bad. It's just, that shade doesn't look like a bronzer. It looks more like a contour, and I totally agree with what I was seeing in those reviews. I'm gonna use my normal powder for under my eyes to get in these creases because This isn't cute. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose setting powder in banana. This is my go-to, period. If you struggle with creasy under eyes like I do, I strongly suggest this powder right here. Try it and see. That's the only powder that works for me. Okay, now it's time for the cream blush. Out of all the products, I was more excited for the cream blush because they just look so pretty. And then when I saw Rose Latte, I just had to have it. Look how pretty that is. Like, this is the kind of shade I would turn to do blush. For some reason, I didn't see a lot of people buy this color. Like, it's so pretty. I've seen more people use like the pinky, purpley, or the peachy shades, but this is cute. So yeah, I'm gonna take my sponge, go into it a little bit, and then tap it off a little on the back of my hands before I go in on my face, because I don't want it to move any of the product. Okay, I see it a little bit. It's cute. Yeah, okay. This one's a little stronger because I didn't tap it off on the back of my hand and I just went straight in. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm a blush and bronzer girl, so that makes me happy. It's so pretty. My only complaint about it is that it's so freaking small. Like, this is $20. Really? Let's compare it to like the bronzer. Like, look how tiny that is. Well, the bronzer is $30 and this is $20. I just think it's so small. It's 3 grams of product. The bronzer is double. I don't know. This is just really tiny to me, being that I love blush so much. It's so cute. I'm keeping it. The bronzer, I don't know yet. I got 2 of the matte shadows. I got number 1 and I got number 3. And let's go ahead and open them up and show you what they look like. This is more of like the everyday kind of palette. Really pretty. It's like the perfect palette to like just stick in your bag. Like, this is like the dark skin girls everyday shades right here. So yeah, I initially bought this one and then Fenty had a sale. And then I was just like, why not? So we're gonna go ahead and snap them together. And I just feel that's so cool. Like, now you have these 2 palettes together. And I think there's like 7 of them, so you could pick and choose of what kind of look you want. Fenty does have a primer. I don't really use primer, I use concealer, so I didn't get that. This is my first time trying Fenty shadows, so let's go ahead and get into it. You guys know my handy Morphe brush. This is the brush I use in almost every tutorial, and it's the Morphe M504 brush. Like, it just blends to perfection. It is a huge brush, but she gets it done. And since I have like this orangey, burnt kind of orange kind of vibe going on, that's what we're gonna do on the eye. It even goes with my outfit for today. We're gonna use this shade right here. The names are on the back, but I already snapped them together, so that's dead. Cute little mirror. I really like these. They are really tiny. This is $25, but I just like the shades that they put in this one. I'm gonna use that orange shade and blow it out into my crease. This is going to be my transition shade. And I'm sure if you went in with a more precise, dense brush, you could build it up and make it even darker. It's pretty. It kind of matches my cheeks. And I'm also like winging it out or dragging it out. I just like doing that now with my shadows. I just keep looking at myself down in the little display because I just look so cute. Next, we're going to use this deep plummy shade right here. I'm going to stamp that into the crease. Okay, it's pigmented. That's a nice color. I'm going to use this shade right here more on this side, and then this shade right here more on the inner corner. That's really nice. It's not giving me as much as of a like gradient as I thought it was going to give me, like a contrast between the two colors. So I might flip it over and use a shade that's on the other side. The shades are gorgeous though. That's so pretty. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this shade right here just to go on top of it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my eyes. The rest of my eyes, well, minus the mascara, isn't gonna be Fenty, so I'll be back. Okay, my eyes are done, my lashes are on. I don't have the full size of the mascara. I did get a sample from Sephora, and I've used this a few times and I actually like it. It's just that I have so many mascaras laying around, so I don't know when I'm gonna buy another mascara, but if I do, I'll probably get this in a full size. But the formula is pretty good. It does lengthen your lashes, and the way the brush is made, it allows you not to like smudge so much mascara on your skin. I said all that just to like poke myself in the eye. I'm gonna try to let that dry before I rub it off. Now we can do lips. I don't think Fenty has lip liners yet, so I'm just going to line my lips with KKW Nude 2. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Nude 3 just on the outer sides. I keep forgetting that like I've seen people use the contour sticks as like lip liners, so I do really want to try that maybe next time. Another cool thing about these cheek bronzers, like you can use them on your lips. To keep everything in the same family and monochromatic, I'm going to use this and then go over it with a lip gloss. So I'm going to just use my finger and just tap. I like it on my lips too. Okay, so I have Fussy, which is a pink gloss, one of the newer shades in Sweet Mouth, and then the icon, the classic, the originator, Fenty Glow. This is like my favorite gloss. Fenty makes amazing glosses. Like if you haven't tried Fenty yet, your first product should definitely be the gloss. So good. It's like you see how I got these little cracks in my lips with this gloss? They're gonna disappear, and that's what I like about it. It just makes up for all of your mistakes and ashiness. It's just such a good gloss. And the applicator too is really nice. It's not sticky, it's not thick ink, you know, that doesn't do that. Really nice gloss. I do have the highlight stick, but I don't think I'm gonna use that right now. We're gonna use one of the highlighters in Mean Money and Hustla Baby. This is a good highlighter. I don't reach for it as often as I should, but this one is really nice. And the fact that it comes like with two shades, like this shade is really nice to put on your nose and this shade is really nice for your cheek. Depending on, look at that, depending on what you want your highlighter to do. My wig looks like a freaking hat today. Like I didn't glue it down like I normally do. And then before I spray my face, I'm gonna use the bronzer in Caramel Cutie to add some warmth. I want some brightness in this lip color, so I'm gonna use the matchsticks in Latte and put in the middle. That looks better. It was looking a little flat. Okay, so this is the final look. I love it. I really like today's look. Let's go ahead and recap. The foundation looks good. Look at that. It looks so good. It's giving me that dewy look that I always wanted. It looks really nice. It just came together really nicely. It looks like it matches it. I think I finally found my Fenty match. It's either between the concealer or the setting powder, but one of them isn't working right under my eyes, and I know it's me. I know it's me because so many people love that combo together. It's just the way my under eyes are set up. If it's not that ABH powder, like, it's just not working. Like, look how flawless that looks under my eyes after I use the ABH powder. The palettes, they're so cute. I think I might invest in more of them, even though I don't need to. I have so many palettes. When I first seen it, like, I didn't really care too much about it, but I don't know, I just really like how you could like mix and match them and put them together. So cute. The highlighter's always been amazing. I really like the highlighter. I love the matchsticks. For the cream contour, I mean, it looks good, but I also have like 3 other products in this area as well, so I think I need to play around with this more. It did apply really well even though I had already set my face, so that says a lot, because most cream products, once you put powder on, it's a wrap. You don't want to put anything that's creamy on top of it, but it worked out, as you guys saw when I was applying the cream blush. I love it. I'm keeping it. I just hate that it's so small, but she's not going anywhere. And I love the lip products, and I like the little lip combo that I got today. It's really cute. I also have this highlighter. It's a highlighter, but for me that would be like a blush. I got this during a sale as well. It was spent $25 and you get this for $5, so I had to get it. Like, I always wanted this shade, so I'm gonna try this one right here. I think it will go good with this look. That's pretty, so pretty. Like, I would layer this on top of the Cheek Out blush because it just gives like an added sheen when I'm doing a look like this. If I'm doing one of those natural barely there makeup days, I probably wouldn't use this, but like for glam, they're like the perfect pair. Like, I've been knowing about all the deals and all the sales, so yeah, if you want to keep up with all the sales and stuff, follow me on Instagram. I do post them in my stories. Honestly, today made me love Fenty more than I did before. I want you guys down below to let me know what is your favorite Fenty product. Alright, so that wraps up today's video. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and if you found today's video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.